Horses will reassemble behind the starting gate. Windows remain open. And here they come. And they're off. Chancers, Dancer on the far outside, going for the lead. There goes Tarport Breeze, joined on the inside. Jiffy Sense and Kiwi Adios. Into that first turn they race, and it's Jiffy Sense benefiting from the inside. On the inside, Kiwi Adios. In second, that's Tarport Breeze in third. Followed on the inside, it's 7 Cent in fourth. Chancers, Dancer in fifth. Independent Brett, Race Arena, and Malcolm McLeod. From the outside, there goes Tarport Breeze. Tarport Breeze now to take command. It's Jiffy Sense in second there by the quarter, 29-2, and your leader Tarport Breeze a length. It's Jiffy Sense in second, a length with Kiwi Adios. In third by 2 lengths, 7 Cent. Chancers Dancer followed now by Independent Brett. They're moving for the half-mile marker, and it's Tarport Breeze maintaining the lead now by a length and a half. It's Jiffy Sense in second. Jiffy Sense is out of second. On the inside, it's Kiwi Adios in third. It's 7 Cent hanging on the outside, and they're halfway home. 1:01 into the clubhouse turn. There goes Jiffy Sense. Jiffy Sense now to take command. On the inside, Tarport Breeze in second. That's Kiwi Adios. Saving ground in third. On the inside, it's Race Arena in fourth. On the outside, it's 7 Cent as they race around the turn, moving for the final quarter. On the outside, it's Tarport Breeze. On the inside, it's Tarport Breeze. On the inside, on the outside, Jiffy Sense. Jiffy Sense now to take command. There goes Kiwi Adios. Ranging up in second. On the inside, it's Tarport Breeze dropping back sharply. On the outside, it's Race Arena. Now they race around the far turn. Jiffy Sense has that lead a length and a half. Kiwi Adios in second, Race Arena in third. Here they come turning for home, and it's Jiffy Sense, your leader a length and a half. Kiwi Adios is out for the drive, but Jiffy Sense opens up again by 2. On the outside, it's Kiwi Adios. Jiffy Sense and Kiwi Adios. It's Jiffy Sense. And here they come. They're off and pacing. There goes Rip Van Rocky for the lead on the inside. Agilendi is there. There goes Kentucky King on the far outside. Now they're driving for position, and Rip Van Rocky has the inside. On the outside, it's Kentucky King. It's Kentucky King now to take command. Rip Van Rocky in second by 2 lengths. Agilendi in third by 4 lengths. That's Breadbasket in fourth by 2. Then comes Baron the Brute, followed by Royal Reform, Storm and Stanley, and Nimble Yankee. They're moving by the quarter, 29-3. Kentucky King has the lead in the reel by 2 lengths. Rip Van Rocky in second by 2 lengths. It's Agilendi in third by 4. Then comes Breadbasket, followed by Baron the Brute, Royal Reform. Entering the stretch now, they're moving for the half. It's Lanny Merriman and Kentucky King in command by 2 lengths. Rip Van Rocky in second. Agilendi flush to the outside, followed by Breadbasket. Breadbasket is on the move. Now the field's halfway home. 1:01 into the clubhouse turn they race, and Kentucky King maintains the lead a length and a half. Rip Van Rocky is getting the trip in second. It's Agilendi parked in third, followed by Royal Reform in fourth. On the outside, it's Breadbasket in fifth. Here comes Baron the Brute 3 wide. Out of the turn, moving up the backstretch, and Kentucky King maintains the lead, but Rip Van Rocky charges upon the outside. to challenge for the lead. They're by the 3/4 mile mark. On the outside, Rip Van Rocky now to take command. It's Kentucky King, Royal Reform, and Jalendi and Starman Stanley. Here they come, turning for home. On the outside, it's Rip Van Rocky. Kentucky King is trying to come back. Here comes Royal Reform, 3 wide. Down the stretch, Kentucky King regains command on the outside, Rip Van Rocky. It's Kentucky King. A late move on the inside by Starman Stanley. It's Kentucky King. And here they come. And they're off. Barrage Charade going for the lead. Daddy'll be winning Flame. Down on the racetrack, gentlemen, there is a horse down in the clubhouse turn. As they drive around the first turn, your leader, Mirage Charade. Mirage Charade by 2 lengths. Daddy'll be win. In second by 2 lengths, Flame Fred. In third by 2 lengths away, Adio in fourth. Followed now by Heather Molly, that's Jugger. Bill Quinn now out of the race. And pulled up is Brooks Haven. Gentlemen, the racetrack is clear. They're by the quarter with Mirage Charade, 31 seconds flat. Mirage Charade, a length and a half. Daddy'll be win. In second by 2 lengths, Flying Fred. Right there in third, that's away. Adio in fourth. He's now flushed to the outside. Here comes Heather Molly with cover. Entering the stretch, now they're moving for the half. On the inside, Mirage Charade by 2 lengths. Daddy'll be win. In second, that's away. Adio on the outside. On the outside, Jogger moves up with cover in fourth. It's Flying Fred in fifth, followed down by Bill Quinn and treading the field. That's Heather Molly. The field's halfway home. 102 and 4 into the clubhouse turn they race. And Mirage Charade maintains a lead, a length and a half. Daddy'll be win. In second away, Adio in third. On the inside, it's Flying Fred in fourth. It's Jogger to the outside. She's set to go 3 wide. Another turn moving up the backstretch. Mirage Charade maintains a lead. Daddy'll be win. In second away, Adio. Here comes Jogger, 3 wide on the outside, fourth. Now moving third. Now moving into second as they drive into the far turn. It's Mirage Charade. Between horses away, Adio. Jogger, 3 wide third. Now moving into second away to Adio. Back to third. On the inside, it's Daddy'll be win. Here they come turning for home. Mirage Charade cuts the corner. On the outside, it's Jogger. Daddy'll be win. Nowhere to go. It's still Mirage Charade. Here comes Jogger on the outside. Daddy'll be win. It's Jogger on the outside. It's Jogger getting up. It's Melvin Eyes coming for the lead. There goes Rusty's Iron Jet, joined on the outside by Thrifty Kirk. Into that first turn, and Melvin Eyes now takes command of the length and a quarter. Rusty's Iron Jet in second, that's Thrifty Kirk in third, followed by J.O. Timbrook in fourth. Then comes Melody Ranger. Another turn, now they're moving for the quarter, and Melvin Eyes has the lead, a length and a half. Here comes Thrifty Kirk charging third. Now moving up in second on the outside, Danny Shetler wants the top. Now they're by the quarter, 29 and 1 on the outside with a rush. Here's Thrifty Kirk now to take command. It's Melvin Eyes in second, that's Rusty's Iron Jet. Right there in third, it's J.O. Timbrook in fourth. Melody Ranger flush to the outside, followed by Thurston Hanover. And treading the field, that's Egyptian Cheetah. Now they're moving for the half. It's Thrifty Kirk by 2 lengths. Melvin Eyes in second, J.O. Timbrook underway on the outside, followed by Rusty's Iron Jet. and Melody Ranger. They're off the half, 59 and 2. Into the clubhouse turn they race. Thrifty Kirk has the lead on the rail. It's Melvin Eyes right there in second. That's J.O. Timbrook under urging in third. On the outside, it's Rusty's Iron Jet on the inside. On the outside, it's Melody Ranger. Out of the turn, moving up the back stretch. Thrifty Kirk has the lead, a length and a half. It's Melvin Eyes in second, J.O. Timbrook on the outside. Here comes Thurston Hanover, 3 wide from far back. Also on the move, that's Egyptian Cheetah. Now they drive into the far turn. Your leader, Thrifty Kirk, by 2 lengths. Melvin Eyes in second on the outside, Thurston Hanover and Rusty's Iron Jet. Here they come, turning for home. Thrifty Kirk cuts the corner. Melvin Eyes is there and Thurston Hanover. Down the stretch is Thrifty Kirk. Melvin Eyes charging at him on the outside. It's Dan Shetler coming to the whip. It's Thrifty Kirk with the lead. It's Thrifty Kirk, Melvin Eyes, and Rusty's Iron Jet. And they're off. There goes Flying Together out for the lead on the inside. There goes Sid's Time. Joined on the outside. E.A. Roberts is there and on the far outside. There goes B.C. Count around the turn and Flying Together. Now takes command 3 parts of a length. Sid's Time in second now. B.C. Count moves to the outside fourth. Now moving third on the outside. Jim Curran wants the top. It's Flying Together with the lead. B.C. Count moves at him on the outside. There goes B.C. Count to take command at the quarter. That quarter 29 and 1, and BC Count has the lead and the real Flying Together right there in second. That's Sid's Time in third. It's E.A. Robertson fourth by 2 lengths. Syncopation is saving ground in fifth. On the outside it's Demon's Brett, followed on the inside mostly Melvin and trailing the field, but on the move it's Window Washer. Here comes Hostetler and Flying Together. Flying Together now to take command. On the outside it's E.A. Roberts. It's those two as they race by the half. They're halfway home, 59 and 4. Into the clubhouse turn they race and Flying Together on the inside, but E.A. Roberts moves at him on the outside. It's E.A. Roberts now to take command. On the inside it's Flying Together in second. Syncopation moves to the outside third. Now moving up in second, there goes Demon's Brett. He's on the move. Out of the turn, moving up the back stretch, and E.A. Roberts has the lead 3 parts of a length. Syncopation moves at him on the outside. They're neck and neck as they drive by the 3/4 mile mark. On the inside it's E.A. Roberts. On the outside it's Syncopation. Flying Together. Demon's Brett. Window Washer 3 wide. Now they're in the final 1/8 of a mile. On the inside it's E.A. Roberts. On the outside it's Syncopation. Here they come turning for home. Walter Paisley is going to the whip. On the inside it's E.A. Roberts. Here comes Syncopation on the outside. It's Syncopation on the outside. It's Syncopation, E.A. Roberts, and B.C. Count. And they're off. There goes Strip Squeeze out for the lead on the outside. There goes Perfect Blue Chip 3 wide. On the inside it's Rustic Sun. Rustic Sun now to put a neck in front. It's Strip Squeeze alongside in second. It's Albaquel. Right there in third it's Perfect Blue Chip in fourth. On the inside it's Courageous Red. Out of the turn now they're moving for the quarter, and it's Rustic Sun with the lead on the rail by 2 lengths. Strip Squeeze in second. It's Albaquel in third. Courageous Red in fourth. Entering the field, Perfect Blue Chip. They're by the quarter 29 and 2, and Rustic Sun has the lead a length and a half. It's Strip Squeeze in second by 2 lengths. Albaquel in third, a length and a quarter. Courageous Red is out looking for cover. Entering the stretch now, they're moving for the half. Rustic Sun has the lead on the outside. Strip Squeeze in second, that's Albaquel in third. On the outside, Courageous Red in fourth. And trailing the field, Perfect Blue Chip. Now they're moving by the half. Your leader is Rustic Sun. They're off the half, a minute and 4 at Rustic Sun. Leans into the clubhouse turn. On the outside, here comes Albaquel. Moving third on the outside, moving to second. It's Strip Squeeze right there in third. Courageous Red is on the move. Out of the turn, moving up the backstretch, and Rustic Sun has the lead 3 parts of a length. Here comes Albaquel on the outside. On the inside, Strip Squeeze looking for racing room. Courageous Red on the outside, and Perfect Blue Chip. They're by the 3/4 mile mark. Rustic Sun 3 parts of a length. On the outside, it's Albaquel in second. Strip Squeeze in third. Courageous Red on the outside. Perfect Blue Chip. Now they're in the final 1/8 of a mile. Rustic Sun draws clear. Here they come, turning for home. Rustic Sun cuts the corner. On the inside, Strip Squeeze nowhere to go. Rustic Sun by 2. A late move on the outside by Courageous Red. Your leader is the Rustic Sun. Courageous Red on the outside. It's those two, Rustic Sun and Courageous Red. And that is a photo finish. And here they come. And they're off. There goes Barney Arnold out for the lead on the inside. Crystal Time Mark is there. Joined on the outside by Hair Razor as the field drives around the first turn. On the inside, it's Barney Arnold on a short lead. Hair Razor moves up on the outside in second. Crystal Time Mark in third, followed by Four Wheel Drive in fourth. That's Royal Pont in fifth. On the outside, it's Rosalind Andover. Followed on the inside, Kidos and treading the field. That's Armbro Rhythm. They're moving by the quarter from the outside. It's Hair Razor. The quarter 29 and 2. Hair Razor, your leader by 2 lengths. Barney Arnold in second by 3 lengths. That's Crystal Time Mark in third, now a length and a half. Followed by Four Wheel Drive. On the outside, it's Royal Pont. Now the field's moving for the half. Hair Razor has the lead at a length and a half, now by 2. That's Barney Arnold in second with Crystal Time Mark. Underway on the outside, followed on the inside by Four Wheel Drive. The field's halfway home, a minute and 2 into the clubhouse turn they race. Hair Razor maintains the lead. Barney Arnold in second. On the outside, Crystal Time Mark is parked in third. It's Four Wheel Drive in fourth. Royal Pont in fifth. On the inside, it's Rosalind Andover. And trailing the field, Arcados and Armbro Rhythm. Out of the turn, moving up the backstretch, and it's Hair Razor with the lead by 2. Barney Arnold in second. There goes Crystal Time Mark. Underway in third, followed by Four Wheel Drive in fourth. Now the field moves by the 3/4 mile mark. Hair Razor opens up the lead with every stride. It's Barney Arnold in second. On the outside, Crystal Time Mark. Here they come, turning for home. Hair Razor now by 5. Crystal Time Mark coming on to be second. On the inside, it's Barney Arnold. It's Hair Razor pulling away. Crystal Time Mark on the outside. A late move on the outside by Kidos, but it's Hair Razor in full command. Here they come. And they're off. off on the inside. There goes Lake Hills Grandpa for the lead. There goes King Eagle, and way on the outside, way to do. Into that first turn, and King Eagle benefits from the inside, way to do. Moves at him on the outside, and second, Lake Hills Grandpa. Right there in third, it's Katie's Taruba in fourth. Bullet on the inside, Mount Tabor in fifth. Little Fiddler, McKenna, and Fraser's Lad. Way to do on the outside now to take command. It's way to do, and they're by the quarter. 28 and 4 the quarter, and way to do has the lead a length and a half. King Eagle in second by 2 lengths. Lake Hills Grandpa in third. Now here comes Mount Tabor looking for cover on the outside, bringing up Little Fiddler. They're moving for the half, and way to do maintains the lead by 2 lengths. King Eagle in second. On the outside, it's Mount Tabor in third. On the outside, it's Little Fiddler edging up in fourth. It's Lake Hills Grandpa in fifth. On the move on the outside, there goes Fraser's Lad. 59 and 3. The race is half over. Into the clubhouse turn, and way to do maintains the lead. Mount Tabor moves at him on the outside in second. King Eagle, Little Fiddler now takes over third. On the inside, it's King Eagle back to fourth, followed now by Lake Hills Grandpa and Fraser's Lad. Out of the turn, moving up the backstretch, Mount Tabor. Mount Tabor now to take command. It's way to do. Here goes Little Fiddler, and from far back, McKenna. McKenna is charging on the outside as they drive around the far turn. On the inside, it's Mount Tabor. On the outside, Little Fiddler, McKenna moving fourth, now moving third, now moving 3 wide. Around the turn, Little Fiddler on the outside. On the inside, Mount Tabor and McKenna. Down the stretch, it's Little Fiddler with the lead. McKenna on the outside, and Mount Tabor. It's Little Fiddler. Here comes McKenna on the outside. It's Little Fiddler. Close for second. Here they come. And they're off. Ferncliff Andy coming for the lead. There goes Turner's Nero. Whizzer R. White between horses. Into that turn, and Turner's Nero benefits from the inside and a long neck lead on the outside. Whizzer R. White moves at him in second. Ferncliff Andy parked in third. It's Aspen Rain in fourth. Maple Fritz now drops in fifth. On the inside, it's Commentator. Call Party, and trailing the field, it's Empire Knight. Your leader by the quarter is Whizzer R. White. Here comes Ferncliff Andy with a rush. They're by the quarter, 28 and 4. Ferncliff Andy on the outside to take command. It's Whizzer R. White in second. That's Turner's Nero right there in third, followed by Aspen Rain in fourth. Maple Fritz closing the gap in fifth. Commentator, Call Party, and Empire Knight positions unchanged. Now they're moving for the half-mile marker, and it's Ferncliff Andy, your leader by 2 lengths. Turner's Nero underway on the outside. On the inside, it's Whizzer R. White back to third. Aspen Rain is on the move. Now they're off the half, 58 and 3. Into the clubhouse turn, and Ferncliff Andy maintains the lead on the outside. Turner's Nero edging to him in second. On the inside, it's Whizzer R. White. Right there in third, it's Aspen Rain in fourth. Maple Fritz, he's set to go 3 wide. Out of the turn, moving up the backstretch, and your leader is Ferncliff Andy. On the outside, it's Turner's Nero. Followed on the inside, Whizzer R. White. Aspen Rain is there. Now they drive by the 3/4 mile mark. On the inside, it's Ferncliff Andy, 3 parts of a length. On the outside, it's Turner's Nero. Aspen Rain, he's now moving 3 wide. On the inside, it's Whizzer R. White. Maple Fritz is on the move. Here they come, turning for home. Ferncliff Andy cuts the corner. On the outside, Turner's Nero. Aspen Rain is coming on. Here comes Aspen Rain on the outside. Ferncliff Andy on the inside, and Aspen Rain. It's Ferncliff Andy. A late move by Maple Fritz. 3 horses on the wire, Ferncliff Andy. And that is a photo finish. Here they come. And they're off. It's Penn State between horses going for the lead. There goes DK Bird on the far outside. Terry Orr down along the inside, and Blue Lightning around the turn. It's Terry Orr now to take command. Blue Lightning up on the outside in second. That's Penn State. Parked in third, followed on the inside. It's Brett's Courage in fourth, followed by DK Bird, Dab of Council. On the inside, it's Kathy Skipper, Dr. Dim, and Wavy Skipper at the end. Now the fields moving by the quarter. It's Terry Orr on the inside. It's Penn State on the outside, 28 and 4 the quarter. It's Terry Orr, long neck lead. Penn State is parked on the outside in second. That's Blue Lightning in third. On the outside, it's Dab of Council in fourth, followed by Brett's Courage in fifth, and DK Bird. They're moving for the half-mile marker, and it's Terry Orr with the lead. Penn State in second. On the outside, it's Blue Lightning, Dab of Council. The field's halfway home. It's Terry Orr with the lead at the half, 58 and 1. Into the clubhouse turn, and Terry Orr has the lead 3 parts of a length. Blue Lightning parked on the outside in second. That's Penn State is saving ground in third. On the outside, it's Dab of Council parked in fourth. On the inside, it's Brett's Courage in fifth. DK Bird, and from far back, Wavy Skipper is on the move. Out of the turn, moving up the back stretch, and Terry Orr has a short lead. Blue Lightning on the outside to take command. There goes Dab of Council charging third. Now moving up in second, that's Terry Orr back to third. On the outside, it's DK Bird, 3 wide, 4 wide on the outside. Wavy Skipper around the turn. It's Blue Lightning with the lead. Dab of Council between horses. On the far outside, that's Wavy Skipper and Brett's Courage. Down the stretch they come. Blue Lightning cuts the corner. Here comes Dab of Council, but here comes Wavy Skipper on the far outside. It's Wavy Skipper on the outside and Brett's Courage. It's Wavy Skipper, Brett's Courage, Dab of Council.